and welcome back to Cask 529. I'm Brian and I'm flying solo tonight. Sean and I have been busy in the shop and in the basement, and this is even the first time we're doing this week. So she just didn't feel like getting on camera, but she set me up with a blind that I'm pretty excited about because I didn't even know I had a couple of these. They just showed up here tonight. So I've been wanting to try them. This, if you haven't noticed, is the Bulleit line. And we've got the Bulleit starting over here on the left with the Bulleit Orange Label. It's 90 proof. It's got a 68% corn, 28% rye, and 4% malted barley mash bill. This retails here in Ohio for $27.99. So it's a really good deal. I make a lot of old fashions with it. I like to sip on it. It's one of my favorites. If you've watched the show at all, you know that. So next up is one of the new ones that Shauna surprised me with. It's the Bulleit Bourbon 10-year. It's 91.2 proof, and it retails here in Ohio for $47.99. And I believe all these really are pretty easy to find here. No?
Nope.
So
not the barrel strength.
The barrels.
It's only released once a year or so here.
Okay. So this one is, I guess she got lucky. Once a year in Ohio this is released. So we did pick a bottle of this up for some friends down in Kentucky a while back. We just walked in and it was sitting on the shelf. I think it was at a Kroger actually. So while we're talking about the barrel strength, that is batch number 7. It's 60.1%, so 120.2 proof, and it retails here in Ohio for $59.99. And last but not least is we've got the Bulleit Rye Whiskey. It's 90 proof. This particular Bulleit is actually distilled in Lawrenceburg, Indiana, and then bottled at Bulleit Bourbon in Louisville, Kentucky. So it's got a 95% rye and 5% malted barley mash bill. So it's definitely heavy on the rye. So what I'm doing here tonight is Shauna's got, this is set up as a blind. I've got 4 glasses back here. They are numbered. Basically, I'm just going to taste these 4 Bulleit bourbons, see what I think of them, and when I'm done, I'll put them in order like we do, and see which one comes out on top for me tonight. So, as excited as I am to try these two, they are neck pours, so I may not get an accurate representation tonight, but we'll have an idea. So I'm going to start with the first one she's got back here. Just looking at the colors, you can see it in the bottles really. They're all very similar. This one may be a little bit lighter. It's sweet on the nose. Right now I get a little bit of heat, some oak, maybe a little bit of char. I don't really get the sweet that I got on the nose. Maybe another sip will do that. Well, I really don't get the sweetness out of that at all. I think I know what that is, but way too early to guess that. This is harder without my sidekick up here. I feel like everybody's staring at me. Number 2. That one's got a little more heat on the nose than the first one did. Doesn't produce a lot of heat on the palate though. There's maybe a little bit of caramel in there, a little bit of maple. There's not much heat though, which is what I got on the nose out of that one. It's kind of, the viscosity is kind of creamy on it. You can almost see that where it's ran down the glass too. Move on to 3 here and see what we've got. Just a little bit of sweetness on the nose. That one's pretty complex. That one's got a little bit of heat. It's got definite oak and definite char in there. I get a little bit of brown sugar on top of that. The oak though, the oak and the char is I get that heat on the nose. That one's warm. Almost like it might be about 120 proof. So we'll try number 4. Overall, so far, I'm not disappointed really in any of them, which that would have disappointed me being the Bulleit line because I think they make a really good drink, but she tells me that these aren't in order, but I almost think they might be. That number 4, I didn't say anything about it, but it's kind of got a mixture of sweet and some heat on the nose. Don't really get, flavor wise, I don't really get any flavor out of it on the palate. It's creamy. It's not really sweet. It's not really spicy. I thought I knew what number 1 was, but I'm not so sure after I drank number 4. Okay, go back through these real quick. See if I get anything different at all. Start back with number 1. It's really smooth. There's a little bit of sweetness on the nose. There's a little bit of sweetness on the palate. There's a little bit of heat, a little bit of oak. Not a lot. It's a real subtle oak. Really smooth though. I mean, you would have no problem at all having a pour of that. Just relaxing and enjoying it. Try number 2. Again, it's got a little more heat to it than 1 does. That oak is really prevalent. I had a little bit of sweetness on this one the first time, but not getting it this time around. Three was the one that had all the heat the first time. The nose is not as hot as it was on the palate. That's that kind of, it's hard to describe, but that heat kind of, it lingers, and I like hot things. I like spicy foods, and that just kind of makes my mouth water. Like I want more, like I want more of that. It's right on the edge of, wow, that's almost too much, but it's not. You know what I mean? You just want more of it. Again, the nose doesn't represent what you're getting. Okay, I'm going to try number 4. Just not much going on with this at all. I don't know how this bottle gets so empty. We haven't drank all that, have we?
You made cocktails out of it?
Cocktails. because this reminds me what I remember that tasting like, which was not my favorite rye. You're over there smiling. I'm getting ready to shoot my Bulleit Orange down, aren't I? In this lineup, and that's the thing about a blind, and we've proven this on this show many times. You may have your favorite drink in there and it may not score well because maybe you've had stuff that you maybe haven't had before. You haven't compared it side by side. And so in that line, it's hard to say. But I think, well, let me put them in order. My number 4 is going to stay number 4. I'm going to move 3 to the front of the line. Two, 1, 4. So my order is going to be 3, 2, 1, 4. We'll see what I've just done.
Okay, so your first place.
I'm thinking that's the barrel proof.
It is barrel strength, yes.
Yep, that's my first place. The barrel.
So the black label is your number 1.
So that is my number 1.
Number 2 is your second place, and that is the 10-year.
Uh-huh. That is my number 2, the 10-year. So the 2 new ones tonight are my 1 and 2 tonight.
And your third place, which was number 1, is the rye.
Really? Mm-hmm. Wow. My orange label did not do well at all.
Did not.
That's incredible.
And I didn't do that to see where your orange label would fall. I really wanted you to be able to taste the whole entire lineup.
And it was awesome to do so. And that barrel proof, did you have any when you poured it?
Nope.
You're going to love it. It's really good. I mean, when you get that, for me, when I get that taste in my mouth, that it's like your mouth puckers up, you just water it and you just want more. Something was so good, you just want more. That's what I was, both times I tasted it, that's what I got out of that. And we've talked about trying this for a long time. That's a good one. That is a good one. Okay guys, so there you have it. My Bulleit Orange Label, which has been one of my favorites, and it still will be. But stacked up in this lineup tonight, it just didn't do well for me. And I can't believe that the rye came in ahead of it, really. That surprises me. But there you have it. Been working in the bar. We are about 2.5 weeks away, I think, from where we want to have the bar ready. The bar in the main living area. So it's a hefty goal. I don't think it's impossible, but it's going to take every minute, and it seems like our plates just keep getting more on them. So this was good to sit down tonight, enjoy some bourbon. I think Shauna will probably enjoy a couple of these after the show's over. And if you like what you saw, hit that subscribe button, hit the like button, drop us a comment, and
For 500, don't forget.
we are trying to get to 500 subscribers to give away that bottle of Stag. A couple weeks ago, Shauna, when she first announced that giveaway, we were at 301, and I think tonight we're at 372. So We are 128 subscribers away. It's not like right here, but you guys are doing great. You're getting us there, so keep up the good work. Somebody's going to win a bottle of Stag and probably some swag like the last winner did. So until next time, guys, I hope everybody has a great rest of their week. Tomorrow's Friday. Enjoy your night and be safe. Thanks for joining us.